Hey there, Clare Maxwell here at Embodied Learning Systems. Today's video is about how to make the most out of a 5-minute break, tapping into your kinesthetic superpowers. This was intended actually for music educators, but I think it's really great for anyone who is highly skilled in being present for other people. So therapists, teachers, body workers, anyone. And we're going to use 3 skills. So one skill is just making movement. So you can make movement. You decide that you'd like to move your body to get more comfortable. You could do that right now. You might not think of that as a skill, but it's what your system was designed for, moving. And it stimulates the second skill we're going to talk about, which is kinesthesia. Kinesthesia is the sensory feedback that you receive after the fact when you make a movement. And it can be very subtle. So kinesthesia is not tension, it's not pain, it is simply, that's where my foot is in space. I can feel I just moved my toes. I'm not looking at my feet, but I can feel them and I know where they are. It's really important for almost everything we do. And it tends to go into the background. And so what we're going to do today is put it in the foreground. And then the third thing we're going to do is the decision to quiet motor activity. So in Alexander technique, which is my practice, we call that inhibition or coming to quiet. They're fancy words for just calming down your response to any stimuli, including movement that you have made yourself. So it'd be like the decision to cease a movement or to not respond to a question and just sit there and breathe for a second. That would be a use of inhibition. Okay, so ready? I'm going to guide you through this exercise. You're going to need a comfortable chair, or you could lie on the floor. I have a little pad behind me so I can really let my back rest. So we're going to begin with closing your eyes. It doesn't turn your visual system off, but it really removes a lot of stimuli, and it tends to bring your felt sense of your body into the foreground. So you have this moment to enjoy that, and you can inquire if you really needed to make that much effort in closing your eyes. Maybe you don't have to squeeze your eyes to close them. You can just let the eyelids. So we're going to just move 3 different parts of our body. If you have more time, you can do more, but our brain needs to have a really clear instruction so that it can carry it out with minimal effort. So the first part of your body that you're going to move for the pleasure of it, you're going to move to create a pleasurable sensation for yourself, is your feet. Maybe just moving them a little bit in your shoes to feel the skin of your feet. Rippling your toes, wiggling your toes a little bit. I am barefoot, so I can feel the rug under my feet. It's soft. And it's okay if other parts of your body start to move too. But your primary interest is to wake up your feet. And I love to move my feet in such a way that I can actually feel the top and the sides, because the bottom of my feet's always getting sensation. And then when you're satisfied, you practice the third skill of ceasing activity while remaining open to the sensory experience. And movement has quite a bit of after effect and really wakes up our awareness of our body. It's very positive stimulation for your system. And next, we're going to move our fingers. Maybe just touching your fingertips if it's pleasant. Moving your hands on the skin of your thighs just to feel. Really tapping into receiving what is there, not having to know, not having to create any particular sensation, but literally to receive the sensation of what is happening. So there's a real flow between your experiments in how you're moving and then the sensation you're getting from it. And again, if that movement gets a little bigger and involves your arms or any other part of you, that's fine, but what we're looking for is subtlety and nuance and pleasure. And then you cease. Giving yourself time to see how quiet your motor mind can be and what kind of sensation you're still receiving. And then the last part of you that you're going to move is your head. You can feel the tiniest shifts of weight in your head. And although you might not think of it, you do have a sense of how wide it is from ear to ear. You know where your nose is. You know where the back of your skull is, the top of your skull. And so as you move the weight of your head, you can allow it to affect the rest of your body. You can shift your weight in your chair a little bit. And just be curious, maybe the sensation of your lips touching one another, or any movements that the skin of your face is making. The muscles of your face are connected to the skin of your face, and then they connect to the bones. So if you move the skin a little bit, you receive sensation. And then coming to quiet, which is really interesting with your head, because we all have ideas about where it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to be doing, but what if you just let it take care of itself, let it balance on its own, and you're not really trying to control it quite as much. And you might also begin to have the time, when you're not making movement, to sense how your body expands when you breathe in and kind of softens when you breathe out. And then you open your eyes, and that's it. That was probably more than 5 minutes. I'm not timing this exactly. This is such a lovely break for your poor brain that's been multitasking. And I hope it helps you calm and center yourself so you can be more open to what's coming next. Peace and love. Thank you so much for watching. I am also your sponsor. I started this YouTube channel almost 10 years ago to get high quality embodiment, movement, and somatics education out to the public. especially folks who might not otherwise have access because our work is not covered by health insurance here in the United States. So if you like this content, please share, please like, please subscribe. And if you'd like to go deeper into some of what I'm sharing here, you can book a free 15-minute consult or a private lesson online. I teach online and also in person in New York City. And you can find all that information at embodiedlearningsystems.com. Thank you so much for watching.